Hello. I'm going to get a cup of tea actually before I start talking about what I'm going to talk about right now. Do you know what? I was so proud of my makeup, and honestly I feel like... Hello guys, what is good? Oh, my eyelashes stuck together. What is good? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in my last video I did say that I would be doing another video explaining what I was on about basically in the other video, where I was talking about how my channel is going to go down a music route, and this is that video. It's not going to be a long drawn out one, it's probably going to be a pretty short one, so I think it's about time I actually explain myself. I am so excited to tell you guys that I am going to be doing a weekly podcast on my channel. Why can I not speak today? It's so hard to talk today. And my podcast is going to be based around new music and new and up and coming artists, and I am so excited to do it. The title of my podcast is That New Music Podcast, hence the product of the podcast. What do you even say? I don't even know that much about podcasts, and I've just started to do one. I had this idea a few months ago, and I feel like for the first time in such a long time, I feel like it's something that really resonates with me and really sets a passion off inside of me. And to be honest, I can't believe that I didn't see this before, but I really do believe that a lot of things, everything happens for a reason, and this everything gets you to where you're supposed to be, and everything that's happened in my life so far has led me to this point, not to this ultimate point, but just to this point so far of creating this podcast. And I'm really, really excited about it, because music for me, I know it's going to sound obvious and maybe a bit stupid to some people, but music is one of the biggest things that's got me through the hardest parts of my life, and also the best parts. So not that you need to get through them parts, but I love going to gigs and festivals. That for me, they were the first times in my life where I could really just feel like I was myself and escape normal everyday life and just go into this whole new world that I absolutely loved. But yeah, basically the whole reason why I wanted to do this podcast was just so I can bring to you guys new tracks, albums, music, artists, bands, so you can just get lost in that whole new world and escape whatever's going on in your life. Just put them songs on and just forget whatever the fuck's happening and be in your own little world for a bit and interpret the music however you want to. Obviously, I'll be talking to the artists about what they wanted to portray with them songs and their music, but also at the same time, that is the beauty of the music. You can just interpret however you need it to help you in that situation. So for me, Sam Fender, his album Hypersonic Missiles was definitely an album which just means so much more to me than music, and that was probably the whole inspiration behind, not the whole, that was one of the biggest inspirations behind me starting this podcast. Just the feeling I got from listening to that album, I listened to it and I felt I just felt good. I felt so good, I could do anything that I wanted really. And also, albums growing up for me, whatever people say I am, that's what I'm not by Arctic Monkeys. I would listen to that, I'm going to admit right now, okay, this is so bad, but I downloaded that album illegally when I was 14 or 15. I downloaded that album and I would listen to that album on repeat I'm not even saying this as an exaggeration, every single night for at least 5 months. I would put that album on to go to sleep to, and I would listen to the entire album. I was obsessed with Arctic Monkeys, just that album though. And then when they released AM, because I started listening to that, and then the next album that they released was, I think maybe AM had already been released, but I was just obsessed with that album. Oh my god, that was actually I think it was Alex Turner that he actually said that there's that one band that comes along when you're 14, 15 that changes your whole perspective on music. And it's so funny because they were them for me. And since that point, music has just meant so much more than just music to me. I just can't even explain. Honestly, I'm just really passionate about it. And I really want to try make that a massive part of my life. But yeah, like I say, like it's all trial and error, and it's all just finding my feet in this world, because I'm not a music expert. I'm just a northern lass who loves music and wants to know a lot more about it, and wants to bring good new music to you, and to create that space for you guys where you can just properly lose yourself and find a new environment in your head to escape to, or just use that music to soundtrack your lives. Like, that is honestly just all I want, because that's, for me, when I was younger, I would have loved a space on YouTube just to go to in my little YouTube black hole to just watch some videos about music, and also just about new artists and new bands. Yeah, I am really excited to bring this to you guys. The people that I've already spoke to are absolutely incredible. I feel like I've got a pretty varied music taste. Like, I'm into pretty much everything, really. But in saying that, my like main genre of music is like indie rock like music, which is like Arctic Monkeys, Cortinas, Kasabian, Catfish and the Bottlemen. But then I love stuff like Amy Winehouse, or Easy Life is another one. Easy Life is such a big band at the minute. Lola Young. Oh my god, you should definitely check her out if you've not checked her out already. But then I also listen to people like Mae Muller, who are like new and up and coming pop stars. Then I fucking love Adele. I'm sorry, I just love Adele. Jamie T. I can't believe I didn't say Jamie T. Oh my god, Jamie T is I am obsessed with Jamie T at the minute. Yeah, I've been literally rinsing Panic Prevention at the minute. I've literally had that on every single day. I'm seriously one of them people who will play an album to death and then get sick of it, and then come back to it in like a few months' time and be like, oh my god, this album's so great. So yeah, so there's obviously so many more people and bands that I listen to, but I just can't really think at the minute. But I'm so excited, because even speaking about it now, I'm just having so many ideas of videos that I can make in the future. I'm just so excited. Obviously, yeah, like I do bear in mind, like I say, I am not a music expert. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and pretend that I know every single track off every single album. Like, I don't. I just enjoy music, and I don't want to sit here and pretend to be a fucking music expert. I just want to bring good music to you. I don't want it to be like a serious place where it's like that pressure is kind of put on me to know every single thing about music. Like, I just want it to be a fun space where I bring people like cool, nice, great, good music where people can just escape to. Like, it's nothing too, I'm not trying to be like fucking the next Annie Mac. I'm just trying to be me. So, I mean, she's cool as fuck. So, I mean, that would be quite a compliment if I ever ended up half as good as Annie Mac. Also, I do want to mention as well, before I end this video, yeah, obviously, I will still be doing my old content, because I still love YouTube. Like, I absolutely love YouTube and doing vlogs and funny videos. And my YouTube channel now is going to be a mixture of a weekly podcast. Well, I say weekly. Sometimes I might miss a week, or I might take some time out, just because I feel like sometimes my mental health does need that break. I don't want to have to feel like I have to continuously upload every single week. I will be having breaks for my mental health, because I don't feel like it's right to continuously push content when you're not feeling it, you're not vibing with it, because then I'm producing shit content for you guys, where actually I want to produce the best content for you guys and bring you the best level content in my head that I can do. And also, I'm not saying I'm gonna have a break every single like 2 weeks. I'm just saying probably like I'll check in with you guys and let you know. If you guys know any bands, any new artists or up and coming bands, please let me know. I would love to chat to them. Love to get them onto my podcast. I'm doing all my podcasts from Zoom, so location is not a problem at the minute. Honestly, like, I don't think I realised how much of a big part of YouTube is in my happiness. Like, I really, really love being on YouTube and connecting with new people and talking to you guys. It's like a massive part of my life. And to see, like, even though I've not even got 1,000 subscribers yet, to see the amount of subscribers I do have and the amount of support I get when I do upload videos, like, genuinely, like, it shocks me. And it's so nice when I just hear people say to me, or someone says to me or sends me a message like, I love watching your videos, like, they're a comfort to me, or like, I just love your videos, like, I just think they're cool. Like, honestly, that to me is like, that is success. That's my definition of success in my mind, because for me, YouTube was such a big part of my comfort as well when I was younger. And for me, combining YouTube and music, which I didn't even realise that, oh my god, I didn't even realise combining YouTube and music was the biggest two comforts in my life. I didn't even realise that, but I am doing. What the hell? It means so much to me to be able to do this, and I'm just so grateful. I want to get you guys involved as much as possible, so any comments, any messages, any private messages was greatly appreciated. If you've got any questions or you just fancy chatting, I will link my Instagram. But yeah, I am super grateful for all of you guys and being able to do this music podcast, and super thankful to anyone who's coming on the podcast. Yeah, I think that's everything I've got to say for this video. My next video now will be my first podcast. So I'm talking to Matt and Chris from the Cover Sets, and honestly, they were such a pleasure to talk to. Shout out to the Cover Sets. I'll also link their Instagram around here somewhere, so you can go check that out as well. That's all I've got to say. I feel like I've been talking for ages. I definitely need to shut up now. I'm going to have my cup of tea, edit this video, and get an early night. Good night, guys. Well, good night, good morning, whenever you're watching this. And thank you so much for watching my videos as always. And I will see you guys in my next one.